According to Chinese media, this is the new Atto 3. It has 1000 kilowatt flash charging, 5-minute charge, amazing technology. But I've got to make a differentiation. Car News China says this is the new Atto 3. That's not really accurate. There's going to be two Atto 3s. One that's a bit smaller, one that's a bit bigger. This is the bigger version. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. I've been saying for a while now, some of you have been doing consultations with me, asking questions about cars. I've been saying, if you're going to buy a BYD Atto 3, wait a little bit, because the new version, or the two new versions, are much better than the existing version. Now, this is very confusing. To be fair, though, BYD's entire strategy can be a little confusing. It's not just BYD. Chinese car companies do this. I mean, Chery has 11 brands. Geely has 11 brands. You know, they've got more than 100 models each. BYD, I think, has got 72 new models. 72. Guys, good challenge here. See if you can write them all down. Now, even ChatGPT and Gemini struggle to actually list all 73 models. And you've got to prompt them, because they find it challenging to remember them as well. Anyway, the important point of this video is this. The new bigger brother to the Atto 3 gets some pretty awesome technology. And I just mentioned the biggest deal, which is the new architecture and 1000 kilowatt fast charging. Meaning you can charge the battery literally in 5 minutes. Now, that might not be relevant if you can't use the chargers, but BYD say they are building the chargers in Europe and Australia, and they're building out thousands and thousands literally every few months in China. Very aggressive. Plus, their strategy is to put big batteries next to the charging stations, which overcomes the bottlenecks and problems with the grid. And that means it could work. So, yeah, you might be able to charge your BYD in maybe 6 months' time with 1000 kilowatt charging. When I say maybe 6 months, I mean, it's very likely. So that also means this new BYD Atto 3 gets the new Blade battery version 2. Now, a little bit of confusion here. There is two different Blade battery version 2s. There's the short blade and the long blade. Now, I believe, I'm almost certain, this is the short blade, which is the battery that can charge at 1000 kilowatt. The long blade has higher energy density than the short blade, but doesn't charge as quickly. So that's the difference between the two batteries. The Atto 3, bigger brother, I'm going to call it. It's called the UN Plus in China, but it will have some pretty impressive range. It gets a 57 kilowatt hour battery for the regular model. The long range model has a 68 kilowatt hour battery. Now, those battery pack sizes sound pretty small. They don't sound big at all, do they? But range is pretty damn good. I mean, the base model gets 540 kilometers of CLTC range. That's probably going to be about 440 kilometers WLTP for a 57 kilowatt hour lithium iron phosphate battery, which, guys, I believe they're doping them with manganese now to increase that energy density. But anyway, that's good range. The longer range model, 630 kilometers of CLTC range with only a 68.5 kilowatt hour battery. That's going to work out to probably about 520 kilometers of WLTP range. And I mean, you're getting a new battery with incredible fast charging, a new architecture, and also a bigger car. I mean, I would say this probably looks better than the Atto 3. It just has a bit more presence for me anyway. I think it's a better looking car. And to be fair, it's basically and essentially a new model, so that would make sense. It reminds me a bit of the C-Line 08, but I think it looks nicer. In fact, not so bulky as that car. And it's not. I mean, it's a smaller car. Speaking of the size, it's 4,665 millimeters long, meaning just a tiny bit longer than a Geely EX5. It's also 1.9 meters wide. The wheelbase is 2,770 millimeters, so nearly a 2.8 meter wheelbase. That means it is around 20 centimeters longer than the regular Atto 3, which is 4,455 millimeters long. So it is now officially a medium-sized electric SUV. That would also mean it'll get a bigger boot. Now, I don't know the size it's going to be, but I would estimate it's probably going to be about a 500-litre boot. Wheel sizes are logical and practical. The base model gets 18-inch wheels. You can also option 19s. There is semi-hidden door handles. They can't be completely hidden anymore because that's illegal in China. And there is customizable D-pillar panels with multiple color options for enhanced personalization. Now, Car News China has listed these details, and they've said that both models, there's two models, they're both rear-wheel drive. The base model gets 200 kilowatt, that's 268 horsepower, which is plenty of power, actually really plenty of power. The longer range model gets 240 kilowatt, which is 322 horsepower. Now, they haven't said performance times. My estimate for the longer range model would be probably around 6 seconds, 0 to 100. And considering the shorter range model has less weight because of a smaller battery, probably a similar time as well, around 6 seconds, 0 to 100. So getting back to that charging speed, in 5 minutes, you can charge from 10% to 70%. But if you want to charge from 10% to 97%, it takes 8 minutes and 56 seconds. BYD says 9 minutes, but I've seen it on a video and a few times actually, and it does it in 8 minutes and 56 seconds. So when is this car coming to international markets? The Atto 3 is sold in, I think, about 50 different countries around the world. I don't know. I don't know when it's coming. But if they're already selling them in China, if they're already doing pre-sales in China, it can't be that far away, can it? I mean, you know, BYD aren't stupid. They know that you're seeing these videos. They know that people are going to be going, oh, wow, this is just way better than the existing version. I think I'll wait. So I don't think it's going to take that long. And BYD is very fast. They're very fast at getting things done, getting new production lines up and running, getting new models out, unbelievably fast. So my best guess would be 3 to 4 months. I can't say for sure. That's my best guess. Now, I think the updated Atto 3 Evo, which is the regular version of the Atto 3, the updated version that's not bigger like this one is, I think that is probably going to come even sooner. I would estimate more like 2 months. But like I said, these are just estimates based on past history and what I've seen BYD do. I could be wrong. It could be 4 or 5 months. But it's going to be by the end of this year without question. So when you're looking at a car that can charge, like 12 times faster than the existing model, and has quite a lot more range and a lot more power and has more space, and it's probably only going to cost a small amount more money, would you still say I'm a BYD hater because you should wait for this model? I'm not saying don't buy it. I think maybe you should buy it. But is waiting still a bad thing for me to say, which a lot of people have been saying, that I'm saying the wrong thing by encouraging people to wait for this model? Let me know in the comment section below. I feel like I must be autistic, and I'm not trying to be mean to autistic people, but I can't understand why people are bashing me for telling people to wait and trying to help them save money and get a better car. I just don't understand why people are saying that. And they're on social media just blabbing it about this stuff. It's truly wacky. Anyway, let me know why. Why are they doing this in the comment section below? Thank you for watching. Thinking about getting solar, a home battery, or an EV charger? Check out Australia's best free comparison tool because it could save you a lot of money, guys. Click on the link below in the description and you can see how much you can save. Alternatively, give Resync a call. They are the guys who installed my battery and my home solar. I'll put a link to them as well in the description. Need expert advice on what car to buy, what solar system to get, what home battery to get, or potentially for your business? You can get, guys, a one-on-one consultation directly with me, 60 minutes of tailored guidance. This might help you avoid making a huge mistake spending money when you shouldn't, or potentially save you a massive amount of money. Click the link in the description below because I can assist you, and why not? The link is in the description.